Hello everyone, I have a book review today, and today I am going to be doing Jim Butcher's Full Moon, and it is the second book of the Harry Dresden Files. If you haven't watched my first video on the Harry Dresden Files, it's called Stormfront, so you can look for that. But if you don't want to go watch that right now, basically these books are about a detective wizard, and basically it's a wizard who lives in the modern world, and he knows someone in the law enforcement business who gives him cases through their work. So he knows a woman, and she basically calls him in whenever science can't explain the mystery that they're trying to solve. So he does that, and it very much felt the same as the first book, you know, same tone, same witty humor, same Harry Dresden. Nothing much changed with Harry Dresden. You do find out a bit more of his past, which is very interesting. I like that. I like that with these books. You find out more about Harry Dresden. It seems like he has a lot in his past, and he's giving you bits of his past, like piece by piece, while the mystery is ongoing. So you're finding out about Harry Dresden, but you're still getting a mystery, which is awesome, because Harry Dresden has like a very interesting history that I still don't know what's about. So I need to read more books, I guess. That's how he catches you, because you want to know about Harry Dresden and his past, but he only gives you little bits. So anyways, like the first book, it has a main mystery. Like the first one was a sorcerer or someone using magic to murder, and this one is werewolves, which is interesting. And so you find out, you know, like the first one, you found out lore about magic and rules, how you can't kill with magic, which was going on in the first one. And in the second one, you find out that there's werewolves, and there's different kinds of werewolves, and they just need to figure out who is the culprit for all these murders. And it was very interesting to see. I love his version. I love his lore that he adds. It's just very interesting, and I liked it a lot. It followed the first one. It definitely has me wanting to read more Harry Dresden files, so I can't wait to see what the next one's about. But I felt like this one could have been done a little bit better, because when you're given the solution to the mystery, you expect everything to be wrapped up and then the book to end. But after you find out who the culprit was, you still left with this whole action sequence and all this other stuff before they get to the ending, which I thought was unnecessary once you already learned who, you know, was responsible. And it didn't appeal to me how they dragged it on more than it should have been. So as for rating it, I would rate it a little bit lower than the previous one, which I did 9 out of 10. This one's like an 8 out of 10, because it was still good, just the ending. I hate when the ending isn't superb, because that's what you remember when you finish reading a book. So ending was a little but I still want to read the next one, so I'm probably going to get book 3. So Harry Dresden's pretty awesome, and Jim Butcher writes fantastically. Full Moon is pretty awesome, and my brother liked the ending, so I guess it depends on your preference. I like things to be wrapped up and, you know, in a neat little package, especially for a mystery. But I guess since he's a guy, he liked all the action at the end. So I guess it just depends. And I would definitely read book 3. Tell me what you guys think if you've been following the Dresden Files. And let's see real quick, because this one's called Full Moon, like F-O-O-L, not like F-U-L-L. And I think Jim Butcher has this witty sense of humor that he gave to Harry Dresden. So that's awesome. But anyways, the next book's going to be called Grave Peril. And since this one's full moon and it had to do with werewolves, I'm just going to take a wild guess and think that Grave Peril, the next book, is going to have to do with undead. So that's my little guess. And so we'll see. I think it'll have to do with Undead. I haven't read anything about it. I don't like reading up about books before I buy them, which is weird because, you know, you could get disappointed if you don't look up books before you buy them. But I'm definitely going to get book 3 because while this one wasn't as good, it's just because of the end. And it wasn't because it was a terrible book series or anything. And so I can't wait to see book 3 and see if my little guess is right and whatever. I know there's another word for guess, but my mind's not going straight right now. I'm kind of hungry, maybe that's why. But anyways, tell me what you think of Full Moon if you read it, and if you haven't, I suggest you check it out. Obviously, read Stormfront first. You know, don't start in the second book of the series. But anyways, bye!